Reading is fun and math is great, but now it's time for art with Miss Kate.
Thank you for the ukulele theme song. I like it how the theme song changes all the time. Today we're going to learn how to make art by tracing our hands. And you can also invent creatures or animals. You don't have to do just the ones that I'm going to show you in this book. It isn't really a story. It just shows you how you can make art by tracing your hands. And it might be easier if someone else traces your hand and you add the details. That's fine. So, you place your hand on the paper in the shape you want to draw. You trace your hand. And you color it in with crayons, paint stick, paint, marker, colored pencil, whatever you want. You can decorate with googly eyes. I don't have any right now in my house, so when I show you my hand artwork, you'll see what I did instead. You can use them though. You can use buttons, you can draw eyes. So you could do a turkey. We have Thanksgiving coming up. Many people celebrate Thanksgiving, not everyone does. But you could do that if you wanted to. You could do a peacock. You could do a bunny rabbit. You could do a snail. And if you want to stop this video and see how the author traces the hands for each animal shape, that's a great way to do it. Here's a dog. Here's a ghost. Here's a bat. Bat has two hands, so you would need probably someone to help you unless you're good at tracing with your non-dominant hand. Here's a kitty and a horse, a jellyfish, an octopus, an alien, a sea monster, a giraffe, an elephant. For the elephant, after you trace your hand, you turn it upside down. That's how you get the trunk to go down. It's easier. A dragon, a frog, a butterfly. This one you need help with because it's two hands. This one is an invented one, a handy person. So let me show you how I made this really big hand artwork. Okay, it's not done. I'm going to demonstrate at the end in the space that I left. But I want to show you how I did this in case you want to do it like this. You do not have to. Here I have a bunny. And like I said, I don't have googly eyes at my house. I do have buttons. This is Sharpie, paint stick, cotton, and button. The squirrel, I drew the eyes because we don't all have buttons and we don't all have googly eyes. This is marker. I'm sorry, I said squirrel. I meant to say snail. This is marker and Sharpie. The turkey is Cray-Paw, which shows up really well on brown paper bag. The kitty cat is paint with a button. The giraffe is marker and paint and button. And in a minute, I'm going to show you how to make a frog over here. But first I want to show you how I got my bag to be this shape, which you don't have to do. If you want to make this on regular paper, go right ahead. Remember, when we do art at home, we choose our supplies because I don't know what you have, and I want my projects to be accessible to everyone. But if you want to do it like this, you take a bag, open it up like this, and I'm going to cut down here and cut here, cut on the fold, and when you're done it makes a long brown piece of paper. These pieces we're not using for this project. You can save them and use it for something else if you want. That's perfectly fine. Or you can recycle them. I really like to make art out of recycled items, so I'm going to save it and use it for something else. I don't even know what yet. I'll put it in my stash. here. Cut this. Cut right here. Then when I open it up, I have a really long piece of paper that I can do kind of like a hand art mural on. And if your bag has printing on it, some do, some don't, you're going to want the printing to be so you don't see it. See, look, that's how I got that shape. All right? Kind of a fun way to work. Now let me do a little demo and then we'll be finished. So I left a space on this bag and I'm going to do a frog right here. So you trace your hand. Okay. Remember, if you struggle with the tracing part, have someone help you trace. That's no big deal. That isn't cheating. That's just doing what you need to do. Then I'm going to do a leg. Here. Now, I don't have googly eyes. Watch how I make them. So I make my eye. I take a white colored pencil because it has a small point. And if you do Crayola, you can't go over it with black Sharpie. You'll have to go over it with black Crayola. That's another choice. It just broke, but we're going to keep going. Then I color in my eye. And then it looks kind of like a googly eye, even though it isn't. I have some in the art room. I just don't have any here at home. Here's my mouth. Okay. And now I would color it in. You can color with whatever you want. I'm going to do marker because it'll be a little faster for my demonstration, but you don't have to do marker. You can do whatever art supply you want. Now, I'm thinking I want that to show up better, so I'm going to switch to paint stick and see if that works. Notice how I just made a mistake, or I just made something I wasn't real satisfied with. I didn't get all upset. I just decided, hey, how can I fix this? And I switched art supplies, see? So it's not something you have to get angry about or think you're a failure over or anything like that. You just problem solve. I make mistakes in my artwork, my personal artwork. Oh, every time I do artwork I make mistakes. I just keep going. So now, my friends, you would just keep coloring until it's finished. We're going to do a little pretending because I don't like my art lessons to be too long. Here's my hand art mural, and here's what the frog would look like when I finished. And remember, you can always invent your own hand art or hand creatures. And my friends, I miss you all. Have fun. Bye-bye.